Next up here in the Sunrise Show, we have a special guest alert. Special guest alert into the Sunrise studio. So take a look at this video for starters. That woman right there in the center of your screen, Lisa Schroeder, the woman behind Mother's Bistro and Bar, receiving quite the honor. She was named Small Business Person of the Year for the state of Oregon, and there was a special ceremony held in downtown Portland yesterday in her honor. The mayor of Portland was there to help with the proceedings. So now we have Lisa Schroeder in the studio with us this morning. I have a lot of questions for you, but I should start with what's in front of us. What are you making on this Thursday?
I made crunchy French toast. We dip our French toast in cornflakes and then cook it in butter. So I'm going to get that ready for you to taste.
Smells delicious. I also want to talk about, we saw that event yesterday in Portland in your honor.
Yes.
But this Small Business Person of the Year award for Oregon also brought with it some national recognition. Lisa went to Washington, D.C. a few days ago. We have these great pictures of the experience. You met a man by the name of President Joseph Biden.
I did.
We also see your partner Rob there in these pictures.
That's
so
right.
I do want to ask you about the meeting with the president, because I saw a small clip of video and it looked like you had some words exchanged between the two of you. What was that all about?
Well, you know, I made sure I sat really close up. I was in the second row, and immediately when people started going up to him, I bum rushed. I ran right up there, and I'm there. Joe, I love you. I'll do anything I can to help you get reelected. Thank you so much.
I saw him. He was like grabbing your name card, like looking at who is this woman?
This crazy lady.
I want to ask you about the organization, because I was not familiar really before this award about the Small Business Association. At least not familiar with how instrumental they were in you getting your business started, Mother's Bistro.
They gave me the loan that I needed to get started. We started on a shoestring of $250,000, and they gave me $150,000 of it. And without them, I would have been nowhere. And they helped us through COVID, and they help a lot of businesses. And what I learned is that small business represents 40% of the gross national product in America. And Biden really gets behind small business. And anybody can do it. You just have to work hard.
I have 66% of the news anchor desk waiting in the wings here this morning.
Oh,
food. So
let's
come on over.
Let's put a little nice syrup on there for you. Let Mama cut you a bite. And you know what I do, Brenda. You know. Here you go, Mama. There you go. And Christine.
Oh my goodness.
This will be the first time I get to feed you.
I would say that those two have the easy part of this assignment. I'm going to wrap up this portion of the segment with a few more words. Lisa's going to be here for the 6 o'clock hour. She'll also show us how she makes her signature frittata.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. But again, Lisa Schroeder, the big honor here, Small Business Person of the Year for Oregon. There were only 50 of these people named in the entire country. This is one of our 50, our favorite, the one from Oregon. And now we get back to what is definitely my favorite segment this morning on the Sunrise Show. And it starts with this on your screen, the woman right there in the middle of the screen, Lisa Schroeder, the longtime owner and chef at Mother's Bistro and Bar in downtown Portland, receiving that award right there. She was named Oregon's Small Business Person of the Year. Again, Small Business Person of the Year for the state of Oregon, as said so by the U.S. Small Business Association. And so we had that video from yesterday, but more importantly, we had the woman herself in our Sunrise studio this morning, and she brought food because she's a good mother.
That's the most important thing, food.
What did you bring for us here?
Well, I made you a stuffed frittata this morning, one of our signature frittatas with bacon, cheddar cheese, sour cream, and green onion, like a stuffed potato.
We had some designated eaters on the show this morning, so Brenda and Christine will be over here shortly.
Please. Oh, come on, they're coming now. All right. They can't wait.
We're coming.
Stop the designated eaters from eating. So you can feed Christine and Brenda.
Yes, I will be happy to. Yes, I will make sure that nothing drips anywhere. They got to look good.
We had that event yesterday in Portland, right? And
Yes.
we saw you there. But there was
Yes.
also a big event in Washington, D.C. just a few days ago. So Lisa was the Oregon representative for this Small Business Person of the Year award. There was one from every state. This is ours. You got to go to D.C. You met President Biden.
Yes.
We see these pictures. There's you. There's your partner, Rob. There's the President of the United States. And there was a moment I saw where you were like this close, shaking hands and exchanging words.
Yeah.
What were the words?
The words were that I will do anything I can to help him get reelected. I believe that this is what we need for the American people.
And he said back to you?
What's your name?
Hey, you know, it's a good question.
Who are you?
I always start with that one too. I have another. Do you guys want to keep eating? Want to keep eating?
You go, girls.
One more question that will help
Yes.
you guys continue to eat.
Okay.
I know this is a huge honor
Yes.
to be named Small Business Person of the Year for the entire state. It's also an honor to survive these last few years that we've had in downtown Portland specifically. So what does it mean to be a downtown Portland business owner who's still doing her thing downtown?
Well, I have tenacity, and I think any small business needs to be tenacious to survive. Thankfully, we have the Small Business Administration in America to help support businesses like me, and without them, I would not have survived COVID. But thanks to them, I'm still here, and we're going to keep plugging away. We moved in 2019. I
Yes.
doubled down, and we are going to be here for
Yes.
as long as the building
Yes.
stands.
Good point. You're on Southwest 3rd, downtown
That's right.
Portland. I think it's between Pine and Ash.
Look at you. Yes, it is.
I did my homework,
And we
Mom.
serve dinner 7 nights a week now. Come eat dinner.
7 nights a week now
Yeah.
doing dinner. Rod Hill wanted me to ask this. As Christine and Brenda continue to eat, Rod Hill not here this morning, but he said, hey, you have to ask Lisa about Mother's Day. What's the
Yes.
status?
Well, we're booked for brunch, but we're open for dinner, so you can come eat dinner with mothers on Mother's Day. You can celebrate your mom at night, not in the day.
There you go. Moms like to be celebrated all day long. Brenda, Christine, any thoughts on the frittata that is dancing in your mouth?
It's perfection. I mean, it is so good.
Thank you.
So good. The bacon, the cheese, all of it.
Well, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the recipes. You can share them with your viewers, and they can make it
good.
for their moms on Mother's Day.
You're going to send them to me?
I am.
I will post them on my Facebook page and my Instagram page, and I don't know where else to post them, but I'll try to put them anywhere I can. One more time, we say thank you to Lisa Schroeder, obviously a longtime friend of the Sunrise Show, and she is this year's Small Business Person of the Year for the state of Oregon.
Yes, yay.
Earned herself a trip
Thank
to
you.
Washington, D.C. to meet the president.